Hello. Today we're going to learn about the distance formula. The distance formula is a way to find the distance between 2 points. So let's say we have 2 points on a line, here and here. So the coordinates of this point, right here, they are 5, 7. So the coordinates of that point are 5, 7. The coordinates of this point are 2, 4. So those are the coordinates for our 2 points. Now how do we find this distance between them? Well, let me draw this and this. Have you guessed how we can find the distance between them yet? We can use the Pythagorean theorem. So, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Or, if we take the square root of both sides, the square root of a squared plus b squared equals c. In this case, a is this distance, and b is this distance. So, what is b? Well, this whole distance is 7, because the y-coordinate of that point is 7. And this distance right here is 4, since the y-coordinate of this point is 4. Got it? So what's b? Well, it's the difference between them, so it would be 3. So in this case, b equals 3. See where I got that? It's the difference between the two y-coordinates. See that? It's kind of like slope. Slope is the difference between the two y-coordinates over the difference between the two x-coordinates. Now a is the same thing, except it's the difference between the two x-coordinates, so it would be 5 minus 2, which is 3. In this case, a and b are the same. So this is c, which is the hypotenuse. So now we can just use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out what c is. It's the square root of 3 squared plus 3 squared, which equals the square root of 18. So the distance between these 2 points is the square root of 18. Let's do another example, except with 2 different points. So let's say we have this point and that same point. So what's this point? Well, this one is 4, 6, and then this one is 2, 4. So we can use the Pythagorean theorem again. Now remember, a and b. b is the difference between the two y-coordinates. So 6 minus 4, which equals 2. So b equals 2. And a is the difference between the two x-coordinates. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. Okay? So we can plug it into the Pythagorean theorem again. So we get 2 squared plus 2 squared. The square root of that equals c. That's c. So the square root of 8 equals c. So the distance between these 2 points is the square root of 8. Now how do we write a formula to find the distance for any 2 points? Well, remember, B and A. A is the difference between the two x-coordinates, so x2 minus x1. See how this is kind of like the slope? So that's A. And then we square that, plus B. B is the difference between the two y-coordinates, remember? See how it's kind of like slope? Square that. And then we take the square root of that to find the distance. Got it? So it's the x-coordinate of the first point minus the x-coordinate of the second point minus the x-coordinate of the first point squared, plus the y-coordinate of the second point minus the y-coordinate of the first point square. See, we're just using the Pythagorean theorem except in a coordinate plane. So if you know the Pythagorean theorem, you should have no problems. And this is the formula. It's almost like the slope formula, so if you know the slope formula, it shouldn't be too hard to understand. So that's the distance formula. Hope you like this video and see you soon.